What's up everybody and welcome to the channel. In today's video we're checking out the 2026 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport 4x4. This one's finished off in mud bath. MSRP as tested is $49,000, has about $4,600 worth of port and dealer installed options. With that said, shout out to Flow Toyota of Statesville for providing this new truck for today's video. Take a look at their website, links down below. Let's get right into the mud bath color on the Tacoma. Underneath the hood of the 2026 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport, you're going to find a 2.4 liter inline 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. This makes 278 horsepower with 317 pound-feet of torque. We get an 8-speed automatic transmission. This truck is 4-wheel drive. You're going to see an 18.2 gallon fuel tank, and you can expect 19 miles per gallon in the city with 23 out on the highway. The overall curb weight is around 4,600 pounds, max payload capacity is 1,600 pounds, and this truck can even tow over 6,000 pounds. The overall length is 213 inches with a wheelbase at 131.9. Overall width is 77.9 with height at 64.6 inches. As far as the bed goes, the bed length is 60.3 inches, the wheel well width is 44.7 inches, bed depth is 21.2 inches, and this one even gets a spray and bed liner. Moving on to the exterior styling for this mud bath colored TRD Sport. Now mud bath was a TRD Pro color last year, which means this year we now can get it on some standard trims. You're going to see the black LED headlights with a nice dark housing, and then you can see all this body color for the front bumper. We do have a blacked out Toyota badge, a black upper grille, more openings down below with a radar sensor as well as your LED fog lights. There's going to be a massive air dam down below. We also have our recovery hooks, and then just some black plastic throughout the center. This newest generation Tacoma definitely looks great, really bold style, some trim underneath the headlights, and you even have a functional vent throughout the fender arches. So really can't complain with this styling. It's a sharp looking sporty truck. We also have a lot of contours throughout the hood. I especially like this trim piece in the upper section. It has a nice sporty touch to it. Now while it's not a functional hood vent or anything, it does look really good for the TRD Sport. You're also going to notice we have body colored fender flares and those body colored mirror caps. For the fender flares, you can see how nice and sharp they are throughout it. And then we have this gunmetal gray color on these 18-inch TRD wheels. You also have the upgraded Nitto tires on this specific spec. And then you have this nice set of tubular side steps with a Tacoma name written out. We have a blacked out Tacoma badge, body colored door handles, and then black trim throughout the windows. Just a simple roof with some sharp lines and the shark fin antenna. And then being the full 4-door with the shorter bed, we have a really good side profile with nice proportions. I like how you can see the angles throughout the front and rear fender arch, giving this truck a really off-road and bold appearance. We just have the solid rear glass for this one with a light up above, and then you can see the wide rear fender arches with that TRD Sport logo. We have nice style throughout it, leading to the rear bumper. We just have the plastic body colored bumper caps. We do have part of the frame sticking out for lift points. Then we have our trailer hitch in the center, all those connections, a nice black Toyota branded exhaust tip as well. And then throughout the rear end, we have the LED taillights, Tacoma stamped into the bed with a 4x4 badge finished in the black. So overall, this new gen Tacoma, I think it's a really good looking truck. Can't complain with this off-road style. We have a simple key fob with just lock and unlock, Toyota badge as well. If I go ahead and lock the truck, I can just grab the door handle, it'll automatically unlock, and we can check out this simple interior. This one's more of a basic spec. And then we also have just black throughout it. So for the door panel, a lot of hard plastics. You do have a padded armrest with this nice gray color with TRD, nice grab handle, tons of storage all throughout it. And then we have all of our controls. You're gonna see just a power control for the lumbar, manual up and down, recline, and then forwards and back. You're going to see this two-tone fabric with a dark gray as well as a light gray. The bolster is very squishy, which does make it easy to get in and out of. And then we have just a little bit of texture throughout it. Flipping around, we have a cool 4-spoke steering wheel with a leather-wrapped and silver trim. And then now inside the 2026 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport, keep my foot on the brake, we can fire it up. Got that 4-cylinder that'll roar to life. We got the Toyota badge with this faux stitching. Then we have controls on the left side for audio, voice commands, and the screen, and then all the cruise control settings on the right. Got the windshield wiper stock over on this right side, and then the stock on the left for all the headlights. Gauge cluster is pretty simple. What we've seen on a lot of the modern Toyotas, you can scroll left and right, and you get a lot of preset designs, which is quite nice. Holding the OK icon, we can then configure each section, driving support, blank, few other items. And then on the left side, we have more things, auxiliary gauges. You can get a boost gauge up here, eco indicator, a couple other things. And then far right side, same sort of deal, lots of vitals within the car. So pretty simple screen. You got the speedometer, your gear, your tach, all the basics. Over here, we're gonna get a headlight adjustment, lighting, traction control, automatic high beams, and then we have our dome light in the bed. We have some gray trim all throughout it, just some harder plastic throughout the upper dash. And then on the far right side, we have more of this gray trim with Tacoma written out, a nice storage area, glove box front and center that is lockable with a large bucket. And then throughout the center, you have this smaller screen. Now this screen really isn't any different than the massive screen, aside from just the camera angles that you can have a better view of on the big screen. But you got all the basics in here. Of course, connecting your phone is really where you're gonna get the CarPlay, and that's all you're gonna need. In reverse, we have a pretty decent backup camera with HD design, a nice wide angle look with guidelines. And then we have more of that trim with your air vents right down here. You have a very simple climate control setup with just your fan speed and temperature on these big dials. You have your modes, air conditioning, and all of that. You have some storage all down in the center with some extra plugs, more storage and a grab handle, nice TRD shift knob, and then all of your gears, and then we have a park and brake with brake hold. Being four-wheel drive, we have all that right here going into a 4 high or even a 4 low. We also have our drive modes that you can toggle, so that will go through a couple different street driving modes, which is a nice touch to see. And then we have a tow and haul mode. You have some storage down below, a rubber type material for the armrest, and then a lot of storage hidden down below. 2 cup holders behind that, and then one last look at the interior with these nice simple seats, just a basic interior. Up above, we just have your dome lights and then a nice sunglass holder. Fin mirror as well, and just a simple overall look. And then taking a look at the rear seat space, I can just grab the door handle and open it up. Door panel is finished off similar to the front, however, just pretty much everything is made of hard plastic. We do have that same metallic gray trim with TRD, and then a little bit of storage in there. For the rear seats, all the same fabric with the 2-tone design. Headrest will even fold down for better driver visibility, and then this can seat 3 people. We're gonna get one plug back here and then storage behind the passenger seat. We can also lift up the base, and we have a nice storage bin all throughout the underside, which is pretty practical. From here, we also have a strap we can pull in the back, get these forward, and we have a lot of extra hidden cargo space all behind these seats. So hopping into the back seat with the Toyota Tacoma. So mid-sized trucks, honestly, none of them really have the best back seat. This is fine though. I can genuinely sit here. I have headroom. The seat is a little straight up. Driver's seat at my height, my feet and knees do fit. However, the seat base is very low, so my knees are pretty high up. So again, it's fine. It's just not that good. Nothing really in this class is that good in the back. But again, good enough. You can fit a car seat in here. It would make the front passenger seat pretty cramped. But again, small truck, it works good enough. Moving on to the bed space now, we can just grab the grab handle. We do get a soft open, and then just a look at it nice and squared off. You're gonna get rails on the 3 sides, which you can add some attachments. Great for loading up a couple dirt bikes or anything you're gonna need. There's LED lights in here, and then a couple different tie hooks in here. So it's a pretty simple but very functional bed. From here, tailgate doesn't really weigh all too much. We can easily lift it up and close it. All right, so setting off now in the TRD Sport Toyota Tacoma. So just in the normal mode, accelerating. The turbo packs some pretty good power. Just quarter throttling it, you know, the boost really kicks in and it gets up to speed. This is so much quicker than the old V6 ever was. It doesn't sound that good, honestly though. You put an exhaust on this car and an air intake, and this truck's gonna sound pretty good. It'll be much more beefy and tough sounding, and you'll hear a lot of those turbo noises. So I'm liking the 4-cylinder more and more now that we're seeing the aftermarket mods come out for these. That would be a really good setup without going towards the hybrid. Now the hybrid packs so much instant EV power. It is a really cool engine and it sounds a lot more beefy, but this one with a couple mods would really liven it up. Still plenty of power though, I really don't mind it at all. Overall riding in this TRD Sport, it's a little rough around the edges, I would say. You can definitely feel the bumps. It feels like a truck, which honestly is a good thing. Some trucks, you know, in this class might start feeling a little bit toned down, more like SUVs. The Tacoma is still a body on frame, nice normal truck. And even though there's a lot of haters on the 4-cylinder, Last year, Toyota saw their absolute #1 selling sales year ever on the Toyota Tacoma. So this new generation has been outselling not only the competition, but outselling the Tacoma from previous years. So for the haters out there, say what you want, sales talk. This truck is selling. People really like this, even though it's not cheap, even for a basic one here. You know, they're not the cheapest things out there, but people are finding value with the Tacoma because it's just a good truck. It has the power, it's got the style, and it has the capabilities. Even though you get some hard, cheap plastics in this thing, it sells and people like it. So say what you want about it, but 4 cylinders clearly are what customers are perfectly fine with buying. When you're driving this, you have a good view around. I do like the sport hood, how it's really cool looking with all the contours. Visibility is all really good, as you would expect for any mid-sized truck. Seat comfort's pretty good too. They actually are very supportive. I have it in a good position. My legs are comfortable. I like the steering wheel. It looks really good. It also offers pretty good feedback when you're steering. So there's a nice amount of weight to it. It's just a nice truck to drive, honestly. But yeah, it definitely gets up to speed quickly with no issues. I don't think there's really anything to not like about the drive, aside from just the 4-cylinder doesn't sound like the old V6. Throw an exhaust on and it literally sounds just as good. So that's probably the only complaint. Other than that though, you have the boost, the power that the old one never had. The handling on this truck is also pretty good. It doesn't really have that much brake dive and body roll. It's a more confident chassis than before. So I feel like they've done a good job updating the vehicle, just making it a better driving truck versus the old one, which felt a lot looser and kind of sloppy. So it still feels like a body on frame, tough truck, but it drives a lot more sporty and you got all the power. All right, so moving on to my honest thoughts with the Tacoma. Now, if you're new to our YouTube channel, my brother has actually owned 3 Toyota Tacomas. He had an 07, a 16, and now a 25 hybrid TRD off-road. So needless to say, we are partial to the Tacoma. Literally, I've grown up with a Tacoma in my life. However, when you look at the newest generation, while there are definitely the most haters on this one than ever before because of the 4-cylinder, sales speak. So if you're mad at me for saying it's a great truck, be mad at the people who are buying this truck more than any other truck in its class and more than the old Tacoma ever. So you can't get mad. It's a great truck, even with some downfalls. While the 4-cylinder really is now the mainstream engine for a truck like this. You know, the Gladiator's got a V6, of course, but not really the same level of truck that this is. That's more of a Jeep, not a truck. And then the Frontier has a V6. The Ranger also has a V6 available, but those just don't sell in the same volume that the Tacoma does. The Tacoma simply is a better truck because the sales speak for it. So clearly they are doing something right. I think what really sells people on the Tacoma, reliability. It's rock solid, even though this is a new engine. Some people are concerned with reliability and long-term dependability. Toyota puts things to the max. They test things, they make sure things are good. And whenever Toyota has a recall, I find it really odd. People freak out if there's one little recall, but Toyota always fixes it instantly, problem solved. When Ford recalls a million engines, nobody says boo about it. When Chrysler has, a V8 that explodes or something, no one says anything about it. So when Toyota has the smallest issue in only a handful of trucks, people freak out. So that honestly kind of goes to show you that people are so used to Toyota being perfect, when the littlest thing goes wrong, they get scared about it. But when other companies fall apart left and right, no one seems to care because they're used to it. So it's just interesting to see that, especially with YouTube. I see the comments of people from all spectrums. It's kind of funny, quite honestly. At the end of the day, the new Tacoma really is a solid truck. It's tough, it's capable. We've off-roaded in these, we've towed with these. My brother's had his for, 7 months or something. You're not really seeing any issues. And the ones that you did see issues with, they fixed it ASAP and they're back on the road. So it's a reliable truck. It's well-sized for being a midsize. Again, the back seats are not that good, but it's comfortable in here. And if you spec it nicely, you can really get a nice spec. The Limited, premium package, the Pros, the Trail Hunters, they are really nice interiors. Now this basic one, again, the cheap plastics, they're a little cheap to see, yes. However, the things you touch, like the steering wheel feels really good, the shifter's nice, the seats are extremely comfortable, armrests are good. You kind of end up forgetting about, that there are some hard plastics in areas. But when you look at the competition, like a Ford Ranger, it's not like that thing isn't made of solid plastic too. So again, people really like to be critical with Toyotas, even though they're one of the best brands out there. When you're driving this, it's, like I said, a little rougher around the edges. You feel the bumps, you hear a little bit of noises, but it's a truck. It feels like a truck, and I think that's what people like about it. It feels like, you know, a tough, capable truck, and we know it is. So there's a lot going for it, and it really is a great place to be when you kind of just absorb yourself in this vehicle and start using it more and more. Also, there's plenty of mods you can do with lifting it. There's power mods. You can tune these engines, make even more power out of them. So it really just packs so much. It's a little different than what we're used to from the last gen Tacoma, but I don't know, when you spend some time with it, you can see why it's just a really good platform overall. It has newer technology in it to make it up with the times, and it all works well to give you everything you wanted in a Tacoma, but in a new one. So those are my thoughts on it. I think it's a good truck overall. Just, yeah, they could definitely improve fit and finish, and it's not cheap. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for plenty more content. Big shout out to Flo Toyota of Statesville for providing this Tacoma for today's video. Check out their link to their website linked below, and I'll see you all in the next video.